die. Ain't no good reason. Texas Ranger. Go figure. You hope for the best, but you deal the rest. When you live and you die by the gun. And I'll never see Texas again. I'll never see Texas again.
Ready? Yeah, okay. Well, I appreciate y'all having me out here to do some original songs. It's not often get to do an entire show of originals, and it really makes me feel good. This song here is a song I wrote called Endless Summer, and it's the title song of my CD, which is streaming worldwide as well. Now, this is a song that I wrote for my wife, but she doesn't like me telling y'all that because she said, "You wrote this song for everybody to hear," and that's true. But it's a song about the first summer we spent together and just a time in our relationship that we always look back on. We call it our endless summer. I hope you have a time in your relationship that you kind of sticks with you like that. You know what I mean? I was just a lonesome stranger with a cold and icy past. After a winter filled with danger, oh, the spring was coming fast. I could see her from a distance. She had confidence and charm. Although I knew her circumstance, her heart was true and warm. The fisted hand of fate had dealt us each a painful blow. How I ever got a date, heaven only knows. The spring became the summer, and our love grew so intense. We shared so many good times that our summer never ends. Now the seasons, they may change, each one different from the other, but we'll always remain right here, living in our endless summer. Now your summers may turn into fall. The winter winds will howl and plunder. In spring the earth is new again, just trying to recover. But we hardly even notice them. Oh, 'cause we'll always remember the way our true love first began, back there in that endless summer. Now the seasons, they may change, each one different from the other, but we'll always remain right here, living in our endless summer. Yes, the seasons, they may change, each one different from the others, but we'll always remain right here, living in our endless summer. Oh, my heart is still aflame, my dear, living in our endless summer. And every day's a sunny day right here, living in our endless summer. Thank you. Thank you.
Man showed up in a time machine, said, boy, won't you get on in? I said, and where you headed, mister? He said, not where Sonny would win. And without any judgment, I just walked on up inside. The door closed and when it opened again, Lord, I couldn't believe my eyes. California, 1965. I'm an old deadhead man, I got to see Mr. Jerry alive. You can call me a hippie, you can call me whatever you like. We'll be deadhead man to the day that we die. Whoa, whoa. Cruising through the desert, looking for the marvel lights. Gonna come a little green man, he is falling out of the sky. Said he got the answer, said he holds the key. Well, if you so damn smart, man, why the hell would you ever leave? California, 1965. I'm an old deadhead man, I got to see Mr. Jerry alive. You can call me a hippie, you can call me whatever you like. I'll be a deadhead man to the day that we die. Whoa, whoa. You don't have to click your heels. All you gotta do is feel at home, whoa. 35. I'm no deadhead man, I got to see Miss Jerry alive. You can call us hippies, you can call us whatever you like. We gonna be deadhead man to the day that we die. Whoa, whoa. Showed up in a time machine, said, boy, won't you get on in? Appreciate it.
I wrote this song about growing up in a small town, and I was actually playing a songwriter thing when Ely was doing it down in Georgetown. I was playing it with him and Natalie Metcalf. And they asked me how big the town was I grew up in, and I told them, and I found out really quickly they informed me on knowing certain terms that I didn't grow up in a small town. And by the time they got done, I think one of their small towns was like minus number of people. That's how small the town was. But anyway, if you've grown up in a small town, you can kind of relate to all this. This is just called Welcome Home. I grew up in a real small town, the interstate ran right through. Had a Dairy Queen, then we got a Sonic, and not much else to do. Football games on Friday night or the town square parking lot. You don't really give it too much thought when you know that it's all you got. And the closest thing to a traffic jam was the 4th of July parade. We'd cruise 57th Street, man, we thought we had it made. Some people just won't understand, but when it's the only life that you know, it's always good to know you're welcome home. Sit down at the rodeo grounds and watch the world go by. On I-35, north or south, but we never wondered why. We just made do and made it through to our graduation day. Most of us just got drunk, but a few, they got away. Buddy left as fast as he could and he hit the open road. Drives the big rigs now from state to state, always pulling a heavy load. He's seen this land from coast to coast, always passing through alone. After all these years, he never found a place to call his own. You know, the closest thing to a traffic jam was the 4th of July parade. Now we stop by the Elks Lodge after work and just bitch about our day. Most people just wouldn't understand, but when it's the only life that you know. So buddy, when you're tired of rambling, welcome home. Our town has grown a lot since then, but it's stayed pretty much the same. Small town people are set in their ways and they're very slow to change. But you can buy beer now, which really helps, and we've got internet TV. The kids, they don't hang out anymore, guess cruising ain't what it used to be. closest thing to a traffic jam was a 4th of July parade. Now we all live our lives in cyberspace and think we've got it made. Most people just wouldn't understand, but when it's the only life that you know, it's always good to know you're welcome home. So if you're passing through town and you feel like slowing down, welcome home. Welcome home. All right, thank y'all.
All over.
Well, a few years back, excuse me, I was sitting down on a Sunday evening with a buddy of mine played bass, and we were picking and grinning, you know, and wife's birthday was coming up, and Mike said, "Well, Charlie, what you gonna get your wife for her birthday?" I'm like, I don't know, hadn't got nothing yet. So, well, it's coming up in a few days, you better get on it. Said, I'll tell you what, Mike worked at the state capitol there in Austin, and he took out a business card, and he wrote a lady's name and phone number down on the back of the card. And it's the lady who runs the Treasury Department here by state capitol. And he said, you can call this lady, and you can have the daily flag raised in your wife's honor for her birthday. I said, man, that sounds like a great idea. And so I did. I called the lady the next day, and she said, yes, sir, we can do that. And she said, what it is, you'll get, it's kind of like a kit. Said that you'll get the 3x5 flag, which we'll raise on the courtyard, and you can be present to see it, which we were. And so with that flag, you'll get a certificate of commemoration from the state of Texas. That this is going in the history books. And said on that certificate, you get a one-line slogan to your honey. Now, how would you like that to read, sir? I'm like on the phone with him. I'm like, can I call you next week? She said, no. Said, you can leave it blank. Or can't we think of something right now? And I said, yes. I said, you are the lone star of my heart. And that's how this song was born too.
Tales of the Texas Rangers to my Wahlberg family. I never really thought that I'd be proud to say one thing means more to me than my precious Lone Star State. That I don't believe in love at first sight. Oh, but I can recognize the work of art. Darling, you're the lone star of my heart. I've lived in other places, oh yes, I've been around, but the Lone Star State to me is hallowed ground. But when I looked into those blue eyes, I knew right from the start I had found the Lone Star of my heart. But I don't believe in love at first sight. Feeling so right. Darling, you're the lone star of my heart. That's right, baby. Well, I don't believe in love at first sight. Oh, but I can recognize the work of art. Feeling so right. Darling, you're the lone star of my heart, yes you are. Darling, you're the lone star of my heart. Thank y'all.
Well, while we're doing love songs, I'll do one I wrote for my wife.
Jerry Jeff Walker once said, if you write a song for your wife, you done a thing good.
I actually wrote this one back when we were still dating, basically to ask her if she'd move in with me and help me with the grocery bill. And so I called the song Grocery Bill.
Would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. How would you want to split the grocery bill with me? I talked to God and he said it'd be alright. I ain't living in sin when the cost of living's high. I'll pay the dues, I'll live on you until the sand of my hourglass is gone and I lose grip of your hand. So would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. How would you want to split the grocery bill with me? You're not here, and I'm not over there. I daydream of your presence, wonder the length that I could bear. Broke the rules, we made a fool out of ordinary life. I'll save the Sunday paper when it reads you are my wife. So would you want to split the grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. How would you want to split the grocery bill with me? I hear a sound, it's forevermore sweet. A child with my Father's name running in bare feet. There'll be tests, we'll do our best, and everything in between. If you help me to a stance, my dear, I'll give you a place to lay. If you help me to a stance, my dear, I'll give you a place to lay. So would you want to split grocery bill with me? Live in a tin can out in the hill country. I'll make the music, honey, if you will paint the scene. How would you want to split the grocery bill with me? How would you want to split the grocery bill with me?
I appreciate it.
Huh, love songs. Wow.
That's your favorite, Denny? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got one. Most of the songs I write are kind of about the darker side of life, and a good percentage of my songs, there's at least one person ends up dead in them. But
We gotta have those songs too.
yeah, we do. But let me get this out of the way with the fact that yesterday was that silly holiday. But anyway, I am a firm believer there should be some accuracy in songwriting. So I wrote this song called If I Tell You. I never was one for showing affection. That's just not my style. I guess it's 'cause I spent so much time on my own, but we've been together now for a while. And you say you need more attention, and I should show you that I care. And if I just work on my communication skills, we'd have so much more to share. Well, if I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, would you bring me another beer? Now you say you want to go out, dinner and dancing, and I better do something quick. Well, I got 2 left feet, but I'll take you out to eat because your cooking always makes me sick. And you say that we should talk more. You know, honey, I agree. But if you move just a little to your left, I can still see the TV. If I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, would you bring me another beer? Well, girl, you know I love you, and honey, that's the truth. But now knowing's just not good enough, so baby, here comes the proof. When I'm too drunk, you know I'll always let you drive the car. And when the need arises, I'll let you string my old guitar. If I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, would you bring me another beer? Now you want me to hang on every word like your best friend's husband does. But then you said something else after that. I don't remember what it was. Well, girl, you know you're my whole world, and you can take that to the bank. But if you ask me when your birthday is, I'll draw a total blank. If I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, if I tell you that I love you, would you bring me another beer?
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all. It hasn't worked out so far, but I hold out hope.
At least you're being honest with it.
Yes, I'm being honest with it.
Well, this next song is the first song that I ever wrote, and I just started playing guitar and screwing with a band, friends of mine, and well, back in those days, I used to run around in the big thicket of Texas, southeast Texas, and hung out on what we call Village Creek State Park, and we had some good times down there, fishing, hunting, growing up. And my best friend Rusty, I remember times when we'd sit down on the creek. Sometimes when you get down in a holler or creek bed and the wind blows a certain way, and Rusty would always say, "There's that old whispering wind." And well, my friend Rusty passed away at an early age, and after his funeral I went back down to the creek bank, just kind of reminiscing, and sure enough, there was that old whispering wind, just like we used to talk about, and gave me the inspiration to write this song here about the good times we had on the creek and the memories. A song called Whispering Wind. Hold. Well, some have been forgotten, some we've yet to see unfold. Like
like a rock thrown in the creek, the past is gone. Sometimes you gotta get in time with the rhythm of the wood. Water tells its tale of the fishing and the fun. Kids all learn to swim here in the lazy summer sun. If these trees could talk, we'd relive some of those old times again. Listen to the stories hidden in the whispering wind. Whispering wind, won't you blow my way again and tell about the good times on the tree. You come by and hear 'em as you make your way again. Back to heaven waiting just above the tree. Beauty of this paradise is awesome to behold. It is planted in my memory like a garden to my soul. You know you gotta decorate your life in your own way. I'll make my way up and down the creek with the promise of each day. Folks around the campfire are friends from days gone by. Got lots of good cold beer to drink and plenty of fish to fry. While we're out here making memories, the wheel goes round again. Listen to the stories hidden in the whispering wind. Whispering wind, won't you blow my way again and tell about those good times on the tree. You come by and hear 'em as you make your way again. Back to heaven waiting just above the tree, Lord, Lord. Back to heaven waiting just above the tree. Thank you. God bless you, Rusty.
If I don't make the coffee in the morning, just hit the button there on the side. I always knew this day was coming, that's why I prime the coffee pot each night. You can cry for the ones that never found love so real and true. You can cry for our kids and grandkids' broken hearts. Don't you shed a tear for me and you. I know you don't want to leave our little house, but the kids will want you closer to them. And you can name the squirrels in the next town, Myra Joe, wherever you go, you know I'm always your friend. so you can cry for the one that never found love so real and true. You can cry for our kids and grandkids' broken hearts, and don't you shed a tear for me and you. Have to do some things now on your own. Won't do you any good to hear me talk, so don't listen to the voicemail on the phone. One day the man upstairs is gonna give you a call, and we will cry for the ones that never found a love so real and true. We will cry for our kids, grandkids' broken hearts. We won't shed a tear for me and you. We will cry for the ones that never found a love so real and true. We will cry for our kids, grandkids' broken hearts. We won't shed a tear for me and you. We won't shed a tear for me and you.
I appreciate it. It's called Myra's Song.
A lot of my songs have one distinct thing in common. Somebody asked me one time, what was my favorite thing about playing a guitar? I said, a D chord. They said, what else? I said, nothing. That's my favorite thing. I wrote this song about a person losing a battle with schizophrenia. I had a buddy that I knew way back in the 80s when I lived down in Austin, and moved away and lost track of him, and found out a good number of years later that he was struggling with that. He was battling, and he didn't make it through the other side of it. He passed away in September of the year. I talked to his mom, and I was going down there to see him that weekend because she talked to him, and he remembered me and thought of me kindly, and she kind of prepared me for what I was going to be walking into, so I did some reading on it and stuff. And she called me the Friday night. I was going to go down on Saturday, and told me that he had checked out. This is called The Fall. You came into my life one day, and things would never be the same. You're with me everywhere I go, but I still can't call your name. I tried my best to work this out and somehow make it through. Now I'm stuck down in this living hell, and there's nothing that I can do. How everything just unraveled. How you struggle just to try to cope at all. You're going insane and your world's gone down the drain. Must be September, 'cause I'm standing here waiting for the fall. We've been here for so long in this sad little place. I look into the mirror and sometimes I see your face. It's a long way to the bottom, but I think I'm finally there. I lay awake alone at night, but your voice still fills the air. how everything just unraveled, how you struggle just to try to cope at all. You're going insane and your world's gone down the drain. Must be September, 'cause I'm standing here just waiting for the fall. The voices swirl around your head and you pray to get some sleep. I dream about you every night, but those dreams, they just won't keep. Nightmare never ends and you got no friends and you're stuck back here again. You're so damn tired of losing, but you're too damn tired to win. And how everything just unraveled, how you struggle just to try to cope at all. You're going insane and your world's gone down the drain. Must be September, 'cause I'm standing here just waiting for the fall. Must be September, I'm standing here waiting for the fall.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Well, I guess we're going to drop a few names. Big John Mills is an old friend of mine. He used to have the Big John Mills birthday bash every year, the 4-day affair at the Cheatham Street warehouse, and he had everybody there. Well, me and my wife went down there, and if you're going to get in Cheatham Street warehouse and get a table, you get pretty lucky. I think we got there. There was a window of opportunity there. The Turnpike Troubadours were setting up on stage, and there was a tall fella standing behind with his back to us with his guitar strapped on his back. And we found us a little table there, and like, well, so he turned around from the stage and he walked over to me. It was Hayes Carl. And he talked with us a while. We both from Crystal Beach. You know, we had property down there, lived there for many years. He had that in common with us. And I was kind of flabbergasted. I didn't know what to say. My wife talking to ear off. Anyway, he turned and went over to the bar and he had a few drinks. And when he walked out, I said, I'm going to go talk to him now. He walked out the door. Ain't no bigger place than this, really. And I followed him out the door and he was gone. Just like if I followed you out. I don't know where he went. But this is a song I wrote about meeting some of the big stars. It's called Where Did He Go? I was home and my baby by my side. Found a little tape, we don't have this one. He came to book, he would book, and I couldn't speak a word, then he asked me for a ride. Did he go? You don't have to hang around when you're the hero. You know that you're a fan of life's big deal, but you're always headed for another. Where did he go? Was a honky-tonk hero, a star, greatest flame. Well, he walked up to the bar. Well, he drank 3 shots of Jaeger, then he hit it. All that ketchup don't make him so cold. I stepped out on Cheatham Street, the rain was
slip on me. Big man. Where did he go? You don't have to hang around when you're the hero. They know that you're a fan and they're right to pick you. They're always heading for another show. Where did he go? Here in this room, where do we go? We don't have to hang around with all them heroes. It's true we are fans, yeah, we'll let them shake out. But we're always headed for another show. Where do we go? Where did he go? Yeah, they're always headed for another show. Where did he go?
Talking about meeting your heroes and going to the tour bus afterwards and stuff made me think Ernest Tubb always had a good reputation for talking to all his fans and staying after as long as he could to sign autographs and shake hands and whatnot. And my Paul Frank told me one time that he went to his tour bus. They called it the Green Hornet. It was a green Prevost. And anyway, he went up to the door, knocked on it, and he said Ernest Tubb walked up with nothing but his underwear on. He said, "Hang on, Sonny, let me get some clothes on. I'll be right back." And he let my grandpa on the bus with him and sign an autograph and talk to him. He said for probably 30 minutes, you know. And I always thought that was cool. I'm like, if I ever make it that big, I want to make sure and be like Ernest Tubb. Because I miss. I'm gonna have security after you if you show up. Have a wanted poster on the side with your picture on. Anyway, this is a song I wrote about quitting a day job, and my buddies asked me how in the world I was doing it, and I said, well, I'm struggling, but it's working. And they said, what do you got to do? And I said, well, the first thing, you got to get cheaper whiskey and cheaper cigarettes. And so I wrote this song called The Pall Mall Blues.
I went from champagne to $3 wine, Jack Daniels down to homemade shine. Oh Lord, I got holes in my shoes, I can't afford my camos. I got the Pall Mall Blues, I got the Pall Mall Blues. I got the Pall Mall Blues, I got the Pall Mall Blues, I got the Pall Mall Blues. Well, I took my baby for steak and shrimp, swiped my card, the damn thing went limp. I said, honey, you reckon you can spare some cash? I said, won't you wash the dishes, kiss my ass. So I went to the bank to see what I could do. They said, you gotta get a real job, quit singing them blues. Maybe can afford to pay the rent, not again. I went from champagne to $3 wine, Jack Daniels down to homemade shine. Oh Lord, I got holes in my shoes, I can't afford my camo. I got the Pall Mall Blues, I got the Pall Mall Blues. I got the Pall Mall Blues, I got the Pall Mall Blues, I got the Pall Mall Blues. Well, I had me a job to make a little dough, then it started to feel like a 6-foot hole. I could already hear the grave digger chunking in the clay. Now you gotta do something that your heart desires. You won't ever quit, you won't retire, and you'll be smiling to you and the grave digger chunking in the clay. ask me how I live on crumbs. I know it seems crazy, but it sure is fun. 'Cause I love what I do, and I do what I love every day. And I'm a smart meat eater and a grave digger chunking in the clay. I went from champagne to $3 wine, Jack Daniels down a homemade shine. Oh Lord, I got holes in my shoes, I can't afford my camo. I got the Pall Mall blues, I got the Pall Mall blues. I got the Pall Mall blues, I got the Pall Mall blues, I got the Pall Mall blues. I got the Pall Mall blues, I got the Pall Mall blues, I got the Pall Mall blues, I got the Pall Mall blues.
Oh, thank you.
Remember that day?
I was just thinking
it
about
was
that.
At Axis. You came and I used to host a songwriter thing like this at Axis, and I would just have one guest, and I would do just a couple songs, and my guest got the whole show, and then I'd do a couple.
That was a kinfolk, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my sister, and he's singing that song, and my sister's sitting right up front. She'd got her pack of Pall Mall cigarettes.
She said, "What the hell's wrong with Pall Malls?" I
Yeah.
said, "Absolutely nothing."
Yeah, I thought about every time you do that song, I think about that. It's like, okay.
I think it was probably the first time I played it out too. How long ago was that?
The first time you played at Axis.
Really?
Yeah. So it's been close to,
It's been a minute.
yeah, close to 4 years.
Wow.
Close to 3 years.
It's a winery down in Salado. It used to be on Main Street, I think, but it's on Robertson or Roberts.
Robertson.
Yeah.
Basically on the access road of the highway.
Yeah.
But it's called Robertson Road. It's where Robertson's Sandwiches is. It's in the same building. And
Yeah.
Robertson's is still open. Yeah, Charlie mentioned Cheatham Street Warehouse. That's one of my favorite places to hang out. And there is the most amazing stuff written all over the bathroom walls in Cheatham Street Warehouse. This is not a song I wrote, but this song is public domain. If there ever a song was public domain, this is it. Houston Marshman and Kent Finley were in there one night after hours. Kent Finley, God rest his soul, one of the greatest supporters of independent music ever, the owner of Cheatham Street. They didn't have a songwriting idea, and one of them went to the bathroom, and they realized there was a song right there. So these are just random phrases. There's no cohesiveness to this song at all. Every line is its own story, but this is called Wisdom Wall. Baby, who needs drugs when you got Tourette's? Handmade line, a cigarette. I got no apologies, I've got no regrets about the road. Well, I'd give my right arm to be ambidextrous. I'd give them both to be the sexiest. And Bob Marley looks like Jesus, so I'm told. Well, I've worked more than I've ever been paid. I've been screwed more than I've ever been laid. When I'm drunk, I say what I think when I'm sober. Yeah, the wisdom on the bathroom wall. Midnight at some old pool hall. Poet lives down in us all if we listen. Saying things like, Will Rogers never met Toby Keith. Elgin girls sure are sweet. If you're the sinner, baby, I'm the sin. Well, Nietzsche is dead, signed God. Will sex and guitars, God's lightning rod. And me, I've seen the future written in the heavens. Yeah, they write it on the wall for a friend. And some girl wrote, damn, forgot my earrings again. You know, there never was a horse that couldn't be rode. There never was a cowboy that couldn't be throwed. And the truth, she wears an honest face when she's freezing. There ain't no money in the poetry. That's what set Mr. Clark so free. Set him free so you and I, we can fly. And out inside of a dog, a book is man's best friend, because inside a dog it's too dark to read. Keep a lighter in your pocket, you're always gonna be the light. Yeah, the wisdom on the bathroom walls. Midnight is some old pool hall. Poet lives down in us all if we'll listen, saying things like, God bless the poets at Cheatham Street. Elgin girls sure are sweet. If you're the sinner, baby, I'm the sin. Well, Nietzsche is dead, signed God. Will Saxon guitars, God's lightning rod. Me, I've seen the future written in the heavens. Yeah, they write it on the wall for a friend. And I ain't ever going back to Nashville again. And love and hate are just two horns on a goat. Yeah, adios, goodbye. That's all she wrote. Yeah. Thanks, Al.
All right now. Song I wrote called Swift Water. Swift water.
I smoked my first bowl on that old river bridge. Had me a bottle of Sailor Jerry and I took a little swig. Then I rode on down the Hills Lake Road where I met the golden man. I jumped out of the swamp, stole my soul, said you ain't getting back again on Hills Lake Road. On Hills Lake Road, lost my soul on Hills Lake Road. Well, I looked up and down the road, gonna get my soul back. But I couldn't find the golden man, nor could I see his tracks. Then I heard the saddest song whistling down the road. It was the golden man that stole my soul. Said if you want your soul back, you're gonna have to pay the price. Said I ain't got no money, sir, but I damn sure roll the dice on the Hills Lake Road. On Hills Lake Road, I lost my soul. Hills Lake Road. Well, I came down from a mile high, I guess it's all a dream, with a Panola County sheriff putting handcuffs on me. Well, he took me back to that county jail, but to the bars, what did I see? That old greasy, stinky gold man holding the key. He said, come on, boy, you owe me so, and you still gotta pay the price. Said, I ain't got no money, sir, but I damn sure roll the dice on Hills Lake Road. Hills Lake Road, I lost my soul. Hills Lake Road.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of songwriter things with Ely, and I mean, stuff, he just keeps coming up with stuff. I mean, I can play these songs and tell you some stupid stories, but he whistles and plays harmonica and yodels, and then we did one big thing for Toys for Tots here. There's a bunch of us here. Next thing I know, he's over here playing the piano. I'm like, well, of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? Yeah.
Let's get it straight. You have really cool stories, and I have boring stories, so I got to do something to.
Okay, thank you. This is actually several songs that I wrote with my good buddy Donnie Lofton. He's a really great lyricist. He writes some good stories. Two young Texas exes of opposite sexes, they met in a bar downtown. Seemed so funny, neither had money, college degrees, but no job. So welcome to the big time. Hang on tight, it's gonna be alright. It's the chances you take, it's the life you choose. You're playing to win, but you're bound to lose. So welcome, I say welcome to the big time. Two old Texas exes of opposite sexes, now they're living together uptown. Seems so funny, they're just rolling in money at $10,000 a pound. So welcome to the big time. Hang on tight, it's gonna be a hard ride. It's the chances you take, it's the life you choose. You're playing to win, but you're bound to lose. So welcome, I said welcome to the big time. Two old Texas exes of opposite sexes, they got busted together downtown. Seems so funny, forget all that money, the DA, they don't fool around. So welcome to the big time. Hang on tight, it's gonna be a hard ride. It's the chances you take, it's the life you choose. You're playing to win, but you're bound to lose. So welcome, I said welcome to the big time. Two old Texas exes of opposite sexes close the offshore accounts today. Educated, incarcerated, expatriated. Now they're living down in Belize, they say. So welcome to the big time. Hang on tight, it's gonna be one hell of a ride. It's the chances you take, it's the life you choose. You're playing to win, but you're bound to lose. So welcome, I said welcome to the big time. So welcome, I said welcome to the big time. Thank y'all.
Charlie, you want to do one more, or we'll take a little break?
Okay. This is a song I wrote in memory of my dear mother, my dearly departed mother. A while back, I walked out on my front deck in the middle of June, and the jasmine were in full bloom. And I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. The aroma was just in the air. And it just reminded me of a time my mother had those jasmines outside her kitchen window. And one night, I had just graduated high school, and you know, I was getting ready to move out and be on my own. But me and Mother were there alone. I don't even remember why, but it was the middle of June on a full moon night. And she said, "Come outside, let's look at my jasmine." You know, the big one. Cape jasmine, I think they call them. You could just almost watch them busting out, you know, with the moon just pulling on them. It was a beautiful night. She said, "I call this my jasmine moon." And, that memory came back to me standing there on my porch. And for a moment there, it was a sad kind of a memory, you know. I looked up at that moon. I said, "How could you be sad with a beautiful memory like that?" And I wrote this song for her called Jasmine Moon. She would raise her kitchen window. Lord, it seems like yesterday. The scent so pure and nice filled the room with sweet bouquet. Oh, the pretty jasmine moon would shine so fair and bright as the fragrance from the bloom. Ooh, the beauty of the night. 'Cause I'm still living in the past as I recall that night with you. But how can anyone be blue or sad underneath the jasmine moon?
I recall my time with you. But how can anyone be blue or sad underneath the jasmine when the jasmine are in bloom? And I'm sure missing you.
Yeah. Charlie Weiler, y'all.
Thank y'all.
We're going to take a short little break. We'll be right back. Songwriter Roundup we do here at Wilson Valley Mercantile, first and third Thursdays of every month. And this time around we got Mr. Kyle Heitmiller, right?
That's correct.
Okay, I was afraid I was going to get the name wrong.
Belton, Texas.
All right, and we also got Mr. Stephen Prigmore from East Texas, originally from Fort Worth,
Yep,
right?
originally from Fort Worth. Yep, live in Far East Texas now with the wife and our dog Leon Roush.
Leon what?
Leon Roush.
Leon Roush, I like that. All right, well, we're going to get this kicked off, and I'm going to let Mr. Kyle get us started off here, and then we'll go over to Steph and go from there.
All right. Hey Kyle, we didn't talk about it beforehand, but you mind if I play guitar on your stuff if there's a
No, that's
sweet
fine.
spot or
No,
something?
cool.
Okay.
My stuff's simple. I don't think we talk about how we wrote this, or is that a deal? This song I wrote a long time ago, and my mom loved it. She loved the hook, and it goes like this. I always thought, what a song. There's not a song about what state in the nation. And I came up with Idaho. You never hear a song about Idaho, so it's called The Girl from Idaho. It goes like this. Miles from home. I've seen a lot of places, and the girls all come and go, but the one I think will change my life, I met in Boise, Idaho. Guess I'll never know how that girl from Idaho fell in love with a country boy like me. Family always expected for me to fall in love in Texas. If it wasn't for that rodeo, never met a girl from Idaho. Wasted my money for the third straight show on 5-second ride. She was the first thing that I saw when I finally opened my eyes. Gave her a wink,
when I picked up my hat as I slapped it across my knee. I think I fell in love with her. She said she fell in love with me. Guess I'll never know how that girl from Idaho fell in love with a country boy like me. Family always expected for me to fall in love in Texas. If it wasn't for that rodeo, never met a girl from Idaho, girl from Idaho.
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
wonderful, Kyle.
Old song. What you got over there?
Oh, me? Me? Stephanie? This song's called Gunpowder and Pine. My wife and I moved out to Far East Texas right before the pandemic. And me and Leon, that's my dog, we were squirrel hunting. I shot one out to him. And when I did, I caught that smell of pine sap and burnt powder in my nose. I thought of a couple things, how everything smells a little sharper in the cold, you know? And I thought, when I was a kid, I had that same smell in my nose when my father would take me to squirrel hunt outside Minneota, my family's place. And I thought about how many of my ancestors had experienced that same moment. Not just my ancestors. This area in general. There's a song about it called Gunpowder and Pine. Just to leave them behind. To leave them behind. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you, John. Thank you for playing with me on that, Mr.
Hey,
Kyle.
Let's see, I do this one here. Wrote for, I was intending on writing a song for my wife, and somehow ended up writing a song for a grandmother who lost her husband, and it was kind of like his words kind of comforting her. Anyway, it's called Myra's Song.
Beautiful.
It's awesome.
Hey,
Hey, thanks for playing along.
Totally awesome.
beautiful song.
Chills. It's good.
Thanks. Just glad nobody got hurt.
First of all, I want to thank y'all for including me. You know, hadn't met y'all, and this is cool. It's a great idea. Thanks for John here at Wilson Valley. So I'll play this one for John. It's a farmer song.
dust on the horizon, another Texas day. On a John Deere 4020, a farmer baling hay. He's trying to make ends meet, the rope fits way too tight. Quitting ain't an option, watch this farmer fight. Down in the Brazos Valley, cotton's getting thin. 101 degrees in the shade, he's trying to make it to the gym. Could be the year that breaks him if this drought lasts any longer. Daddy's voice pounding in his head, what don't kill you makes you stronger. Farmers fight, farmers fight. The man is trying to keep you out of mind and out of sight. Every night he holds his pride and his woman tight. Farmers fight, whoa, farmers fight. Comes home and smells the pork chops frying in the pan. Turns on the evening news just in time to cuss the weatherman. Mama said, Daddy, you need your rest 'cause you'll be working half the night. He walks out with a weary smile. Watch this farmer fight. Farmers fight. Farmers fight. The man is trying to keep you out of mind and out of sight. Every night he holds his pride and his woman tight. The farmers fight, whoa, farmers fight. Millions are sent to the desert so Uncle Sam can show his might. But in the Brazos Valley, they don't see this farmer fight. Farmers fight, farmers fight. The man is trying to keep you out of mind and out of sight. Every night he holds his pride and his woman tight. Farmers fight, whoa, farmers fight. Raises crops and kids the best that he knows how. Never seen his banker pull his weight or pull a plow. He's trying to make ends meet with a rope that's way too tight. Quitting ain't an option, boys. Watch this farmer fight. Farmers fight. Farmers fight. The man is trying to keep you out of mind and out of sight. Every night he holds his pride and his woman tight. Farmers fight, whoa, farmers fight. Sorry about the snafu.
I'm old, can't remember nothing. Wrote that one for the farmers.
I like that.
Good Aggie song, too.
It took a lot for me not to whoop.
What?
Oh, I
What
was
are you
just
gonna
gonna
say?
say real quick, we're talking about football. John, when you get a chance, ask Gracie to show you her Longhorns tattoo. Oh wait, I just said that live. Gracie doesn't have a tattoo. What are you starting? Gracie, go ahead, Steph. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut. Go ahead, check it out.
Oh! Wow, she got a lip tattoo. That's
It's on her lip. Wow.
Gotta run up with a mic. I didn't time it right.
Me and my wife used to have this little agricultural project we did, and we would we'd grow heirloom vegetable starts in our greenhouse. And the winter that my father died was my best deer season. I punched almost all my tags that year, and then also later that year in January, I was out on tour, and while I was on tour, we had a real bad freeze, like real bad, and it killed everything in the greenhouse, and we lost 5,000 plants that were going to pay for our wedding. And before I even got back home, my wife had started 3,000 more, because she's cool that way. But then we had another late hard freeze, and I took those out too. And this song's a little bit about that, and it's a little bit about deer hunting, a little bit about how life and death are kind of the same thing. It's called Winter Song. Hope that heater's gonna hold. It's barely Christmas. Yeah, she's coughing like a troll. And just like Granny, now I can't stand the cold. I hope that heater's gonna hold. Hope these seeds are gonna take. A lot of work we've been planting for 3 damn days. If they don't grow, a skinny spring it will make. I hope every seed I plant will take. A little heat, a little hope. It could help me lift this load. There's a doe by the poplar tree. Blessing for our freezer. Lord, she's so pretty on her feet. I blow her lungs out and I say a prayer for peace. Pile of meat by the poplar tree. Now I'm sharpening all my knives. Lord, have this winter stripped the sweetness from our lives. a stranger, still find hunger in my eyes. Yes, I'm sharpening on my knives. Lord, give me hope. Shore me up against this cold.
Very nice.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you very much.
I swear I've done this before. Let's see. I'll do one for John too. You know he's already heard it. Or no, I'll do a different one for John. This is a song I normally wouldn't play for a Songwriter Roundup. It's not one I'm the most proud of, but John seemed to like it, so I'm going to play it for him. The only reason I wrote this song was my buddies were getting tired of all my sad and sappy songs about my broken heart. They said, man, we really don't care. Could you write us something we could drink to? So I wrote them this little ditty about going down to Crystal Beach in Galveston. It's called The White Trash Resort. Like going down to Crystal Beach, the White Trash Resort. You find drinking Keystone Light on a beach house from the porch. Rastafari man, but he party on the sand every once in a while, like a little reggae, little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey with a little bit of dough. Like the sun beat down low, there's a good little woman in my bed who wrote smoke to every white trash resort. Well, I tell you, baby, gotta still go up the city wall, 'cause you know I can't afford to go to Panama. So I go down to the bars on the strand, and I look for some guy with a guitar in his hand. He's playing a little reggae, little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey with a little bit of coke. Like the sun down low, yeah, there's a good little woman in my bed who wrote smoke to every white trash resort. Well, the weekend's over and I gotta head back with an empty bottle and the clothes that I packed. So I jump in the truck and get out on the road and walk around here playing all the radio. It's a little bit of reggae, a little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey with a little bit of coke. Like the sun beating down low, there's a little woman in my bed who smoke to every white trash. Like a little reggae, a little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey, like the sun beating down low, there's a little woman in my bed who smoke to every white trash resort.
Yeah, Ely.
Little beach music for this cold evening. Thank you.
Threw that one out to John, huh?
John looks like a gangster over there. Smooth player.
With the makeup and the cigar.
We didn't have to mention the makeup.
Where's the offer
Well, we're all wearing it today. We're all wearing it.
Hey, you can never have enough, man. I learned it.
Oh, I see a roll.
You can never have enough B-roll.
I'm gonna do one. My son Bo wrote this one, and
All right.
I wrote a part of a verse, so I gotta take a little credit. But it's called "Small Town, Texas," and that's where we're at right now. And, we're getting bigger and bigger around here, so when you think about it. Been to New York, top the Empire State, drank Sheridan Avenue, the Golden Gate, skied the Rockies. When I hit that roll, I could hit me first. And I blamed that town when I should have blamed her. Well, Mama said quit drinking, boy, but I just quenched my thirst. Then I hit that roll like it hit me first. Yeah, I hit that roll like it hit me. Rolled down the window before she lit a smoke, and the flame went out and she never took a toke. Well, maybe she'd be mine if I'd have taken it slow, but I rolled down the window before she lit a smoke. Yeah, I rolled down the window before she lit a smoke. Put on these shoes now, can't get them on. This path that I've chosen, it'll wear so right. Well, I could have settled down with that girl from Arkansas, but I had on these shoes and I couldn't get them off. Lord, I put on these shoes now, can't get them off. Well, I can't go back now. No, it's much too late. I can't give it all up, 'cause Grandpa took my word to the grave. Now it's a guitar and a broken heart and one crazy dream. So I found my fist, pulled on and swing. Then I hit that roll like it hit me first. I'm gonna give them my nickel that they said I wasn't worth. Yeah, I miss my home, but mama, ain't you heard? I've been hitting that road like it hit me first. Yeah, I've been hitting the damn road like it hit me first. Till I'm no longer and I leave this earth, I'll be hitting that road like it hit me first. Hey, Highway 59, better put up your boots. I got a bone to pick and I'm coming for you. Yeah, I got a bone to pick and I'm coming for you. And I hit that road
it hit me first.
I appreciate it.
Streaming live on Wilson Valley Mercantile Facebook page, correct? And our YouTube channel.
That's you.
Okay.
Kelly?
I got the idea to write this song by driving through Moody, Texas a good number of years ago. And Moody's come a long way since then because they now do actually have a red light that changes colors instead of just one light that flashes. I think there was actually a big ceremony for it, a ribbon cutting and everything, but I'm not sure. It's called One Horse Town. Stuck here in this one-horse town. Stuck here in this one-horse town. Well, the more I stay, the more it gets me down. What a lighty town, but all it does is flash. What a lighty town, but all it does is flash. Nobody ever stops, they just look as they drive past. Well, the girls out here, they never cared for me. Well, the girls out here, they never cared for me. Said that boy's crazy, let's just let him be. I left here so many years ago. Left here so many years ago. I got back here, well, Lord, I'll never know. If you see old Joe, would you tell him I said, hey? See old Joe, would you tell him I said, hey? Love to see him again, but not bad enough to stay. Going way across town, going way down by the tracks. Going way across town, going way down by the track. Catch a fast freight train, Lord, I ain't ever coming back. Gotta get out of this one-horse town. Thank y'all.
Well, a friend of mine and me were talking one night after a show at Wahlberg, and I don't know if you carry mine. Oh yeah. And we were talking about our family of musicians that have gathered there and other places, that how we've all kind of bonded together, you know, even like us here. And it's kind of like a family deal. We were going to collaborate and write a song about that. And I wrote the first verse and called Terry and sang to him. He said, that's what I'm talking about. And unfortunately, a couple of days later, Terry passed away. I finished this song, and it's called A Good Friend with a Song. Living in this family of musicians and good friends, we share a common harmony from which we all transcend. That was Terry's favorite word. Deep within our deepest core, we desire to belong, with a dream to become more through our music and our song. There's a melody in all our hearts, a gift from God alone. Your message will be heard, my friend. Your gift is in your song. It's a universal language. True emotions are released. It fills our soul with love and hope. Hope for unity and peace. Almost like a family band, the blessings fall from up above. We immerse ourselves in song and enlighten scripts of love. We seek a form of refuge in the music that we play, and we pray that we may bless you with the message we convey. 'Cause there's a melody in all our hearts, a gift from God alone. Your message will be heard, my friend. Your gift is in your song. It's a universal language. True emotions are released. It fills our soul with love and hope. Hope for unity and peace. It's so wonderful to have so many good friends. Though we'll all be called away before too long, you know the only thing that's better than a good friend is a good friend with a song. Sometimes our happy family is shaken with real grief when a kind and loving troubadour falls from our family tree. They say time will heal all wounds, but that seems so far away. 'Cause we'll all get together again on one fine day. Melody in all our hearts, a gift from God alone. Message will be heard, my friend. Your gift is in your song. It's a universal language. True emotions are released. It
fills our souls with love and hope. Hope for unity and peace, Lord, Lord. Music fills our souls with love and hope. Hope for unity and peace.
Thank you.
She got paint on her legs, paint on her clothes. Who the hell is Michelangelo? Oh, she too pretty for my kind of poetry. Yeah, she too pretty for my kind of poetry. And there's a midnight sun in mother's country, son of a gun. I feel kind of funky, ran out of foreign cash, spent it all on Euro hash, wondering how the hell we'll get back to a country so young. I'll take what we can, leave them on a note to be sung. Forest are covered by footprints of ghosts. We found each other where the mushroom grow. Oh, she too pretty for my kind of poetry. Yeah, she too pretty for my kind of poetry. And there's a midnight sun in her mother's country, son of a gun. I feel kind of funky, ran out of foreign cash, spent it all on Euro hash, wondering how the hell we'll get back to a country so young. I'll take what we can, leave them on a note to be sung. Yeah, she got paint on her legs, paint on her clothes. Who the hell is Michelangelo? Oh, she too pretty for my kind of poetry. Yeah, she too pretty for my kind of poetry. And you had the answer before you were born. Spent your whole life knowing that there's more. Asked once for guidance, then you took on the reins. Found freedom and trying was worth all the pain. Was it worth all the pain? Oh, give 'em what you got, show 'em why you came.
Oh, thank you so much. Called The Painter's Poet.
This is a song that I wrote when I first started doing solo shows. It's been coming up on 27 years ago. And there was this little place I played at in Morgan's Point called Good to Go. Little hamburger joint, beer joint, a couple pool tables. It was a cool place. And I was playing in there. And I got done, and sometimes when I would get done playing, I would drink a few beers. And sometimes when I get done playing, I'd drink more than a few beers. And sometimes that turned into a lot of beer. And I was drinking a lot of beer that night. And my friend Kim was there, and my guitar was sitting in its stand right next to a gumball machine. And she said, that's a title to a song right there. I said, heck yes it is. She said, we should write that song. I said, yeah, let's do that. She said, you want to do it tonight? I said, I want to do it tonight. I'm drunk. She said, how about tomorrow? I said, I don't think I'm going to feel very good tomorrow. Let's just remember that line and we'll write it next week. So we did, and it kind of came out to being like a lot of it's an homage to her dad, Harold Byrne, who was one of the most fascinating guys I've ever met. Anyway, this is called Gumballs and Guitars. Gumballs and guitars, playing music in small bars, trying to get through another hot Texas day. Drink another cold beer, work on the John Deere. Seems as though it's always been this way. And the heat of the Texas summers, it ain't kind to you newcomers. Finding ways to keep cool over rides. Skinny dip in the cold creek, and we'll wait out the long week. Take a trip to the farm where we can hide. Gumballs and guitars, playing music in small bars. Kids are dancing wild all around her knees. Take a break on the screen porch that Daddy built with a blowtorch. 'Cause hell, this land ain't got no trees. And the heat in the Texas summers, it ain't kind to you newcomers. Finding ways to keep cool over rides. Skinny dip in the cold creek and we'll wait out the long week. Take a trip to the farm where we can hide. Gumballs and guitars, playing music in small bars. Impatient sails down along the Texas shore. We got gospel hymns on Sundays, hangovers on Mondays, all the things we live for. And the heat in the Texas summers ain't kind to you newcomers. Finding ways to keep cool over rides. Skinny dip in the cold creek and we'll wait out the long week. Take a trip to the farm where we can hide. Skinny dip in the cold creek and we'll wait out the long week. Take a trip to the farm where we can hide.
Thank y'all. Well, back a few years ago, there was a hurricane that moved through Texas by the name of Harvey. And my son was involved with the demolition of certain homes in the South Houston area. And they came across one house that was just immaculate, but it was over 100 years old. And it had withstood all these storms, but it couldn't handle what Harvey had to deal with. And this is a song about that situation where the people from Texas came together to help pull the people, to help the people through this storm and the consequences of it. It's called Lone Star Shine. This old house was built back in 1893. My granddaddy's daddy moved south from Tennessee. And he had all that he needed till he gained a family. And from a little two-room shanty, built the best house on this street. And then a devil they named Harvey swept through just like a broom. Had no mercy on this house, spared not one single room. I don't know what can be salvaged, Lord, not much can be saved, except Granny's family Bible, thank God for his saving grace. I don't know what the cost is,
Lord, I don't know how we'll find the time, but I know come hell or high water, that lone star is always gonna shine. That lone star is always gonna shine. Now the howling wind has gone, the sky is blue and clear. The whole landscape has changed, it's a different atmosphere. I thank God for all the angels sent to help their fellow man. We'll sow new seeds and lend a helping hand. Oh, I don't know what the cost is. Lord, I don't know how we'll find the time, but I know come hell or high water, that lone star is always gonna shine, shine, shine. That lone star is always gonna shine. Cost it. Lord, I don't know how we'll find the time, but I know come hell or high water, that lone star is always gonna shine, shine, shine. That lone star is always gonna shine, shine, shine. That lone star is always gonna shine.
Oh yeah. I do that one.
I was listening to the radio station in College Station one day, and a song came on there, and I kept listening. And I said, "That's Ely. That's Ely singing that." And it was one of Ely Buck's, my favorite song of his, "The Devil's Tale." Y'all listen to this song right here now.
Well, my mama sent about 100 of those tapes out without me even knowing. I'm just glad that apparently one radio station got them anyway. Oh, okay.
I've heard the sound of the devil's tail dragging on a hardwood floor, and I've heard a ruckus from a hellhound scratching at my own back door. And I've heard a woman tell me she don't love me no more. Well, I'd rather hear the devil's tail dragging on the hardwood floor. Should have fell down somewhere in West Memphis, Arkansas. Instead, I let her drag my mom from Tennessee to Tennessee. And people say you gotta move on, boy. Hell, she don't love you no more. And I'd rather hear the devil's tail dragging on the hardwood floor. The liquor I bought at the Pineywood store sure put one hurting on me. Not because it was 90 proof, cause it came from Tennessee. So I'm going down to the bad side of town just to see what else they'd have in store. Hey, give me that devil's tail dragging on the hardwood floor. 'Cause night she was staring out my window. Her brown eyes had turned black as coal. Hell, I guess I should have known. Well, I danced across the kitchen, right through the bedroom door. Then I heard that devil's tail dragging on the hardwood floor. Yeah, I've heard the sound of the devil's tail dragging on the hardwood floor. And I've heard a ruckus from the hellhound scratching at my own back door. And I've heard a woman tell me she don't love me no more. Well, I'd rather hear the devil's tail dragging on the hardwood floor. Yeah, I'd rather hear the devil's tail dragging on that hardwood floor.
Oh, there you go.
I mentioned my friend Kim earlier. She's, we've been friends a long time. We don't see each other as much as we used to, kind of the way life works, but she's a really a talented poet. And years ago, she gave me some of her poetry to put to music, and this is one of the songs I did. This is called Casualties of Life. There are ghosts standing in the doorways, ghosts waiting in the halls, behind the thin green curtain, and they're lighting up the walls. Ghosts that speak of long past days, they whisper with the wind, reminding me that I'm not free, but I'm bound to live again. I smell a certain fragrance, or I hear a melody, and instantly it takes me back, and I so carefully step along the past line path a bit uncertainly, expecting bombs and crossfires with me a casualty. The circles of our lifetime repeating evermore, until the lifeboat washes up upon some distant shore, and the skin the sun has weathered, all the parts it ripped and tore, have hardened scars, no feeling left, no longer raw and sore. In certain words on paper, and certain little looks will be just that, no dragging back new words for this old book. And the time that I wasted, all those long cuts that I took, will finally be what sets me free forever off the hook.
Thank y'all.
I worked at Texas A&M, but folks, I just retired January the 1st. But anyway, I worked in the utilities department there, and sometimes on a Monday morning I'd come dragging in after gigging all weekend. I remember one morning my dispatcher, Leah, had said, "Hey Charlie, how does your wife let you go out and do all these gigs everywhere every weekend?" And I said, "Well, babe, she's right there with me." "Oh, happy wife, happy life." I said, "That's my next song right there."
And it's also, while I was writing this song, I remembered some of my daddy's old lines that he used to tell me, you know. You'll hear them. Well, there's a big old dog in the doghouse tonight. He's been slipping around all over town, not treating his baby right. It's just too blind to see he's on the road to misery. Oh, but I know what to do out on the breeze. I've been down that road a time or two, and that old doghouse with me ain't nothing new. So be careful what you do, don't wanna wind up being the fool. Be sure that you remember this simple rule. Happy wife, happy life. Oh, you better make the turn around. You don't wanna fight that fight. Happy wife, happy life. Take care of this love you found. You better straighten up and fly right. That's what my daddy always said. Take care of your woman, boy, and keep your family fed. Always treat them right, and you'll sleep real good at night. Together you can fight for a better life. Happy wife, happy life. Oh, you better make a turn around. You don't wanna fight that fight. Happy wife, happy life. Take care of this love you found. You better straighten up and fly right. That's what my daddy always said. Take care of your woman, boy, and keep your family fed. Always treat them right, you'll sleep real good at night. Together you can fight for a better life. There's a big old dog in the doghouse tonight. Watch out for that doghouse, boys.
Rambling woman, I've been wondering if I can be old traveling man, be old traveling man. You remember the night when you played my guitar? I can still hear you singing to the ringing of my heart. Rambling woman, hope you don't mind if I steer, but you look just like an angel with them feathers in your hair. Rambling woman, do you reckon that I can be old traveling man, the old traveling man? 'Cause I'll hold you as long as the soul there spins around, and I'll hold you on the coldest nights in December, but I'll never hold you down. 'Cause I know firsthand you can't hold a gypsy down. Rambling woman, let's meet down on the coast. Got this pouring pickup running like get there, seen a ghost rambling woman. Let's meet down on the coast. Yeah, I love many women, but I love you the most. Rambling woman, do you reckon that I can be your traveling man, be your traveling man? 'Cause I'll hold you along, and the soul that spins around, and I'll hold you on the coldest nights in December, but I'll never hold you down. 'Cause I know firsthand you can't hold a gypsy down. Rambling woman, let's meet up in Nashville. We can talk about that modern sound and like a pedal steel. Rambling woman, let's meet up in Nashville. As long as I got you by my side, don't need no record deal. Rambling woman, do you reckon that I can be your traveling man, be your traveling man? 'Cause I'll hold you long, and the soul that spins around, and I'll hold you on the coldest nights in December, but I'll never hold you down. 'Cause I know firsthand you can't hold us gypsies down. Yeah, we know firsthand you can't hold us gypsies down.
God, gypsy down. Thank you.
This is a song that I wrote, pardon me, a good number of years ago. I guess I could say this is my ode to Nashville. I got the idea to write this song. I went into my daughter's room one day, and she was watching CMT. This is how old this story is, back when they had like music and stuff on it. And they had this deal, what they call stacked. It was 3 videos back to back. I never will forget. It was Toby Keith, Tim McGraw, and Kenny Chesney. Now, seeing those 3 videos did not really inspire me to write this song, but they did cause me to get violently ill. And then after I got done getting sick, I thought I would write a song. So anyway, this is called The Glory. My eyes have seen the glory changes blowing in the wind. I'll go out to Nashville, man, I won't come back again. I'll go out and show them just exactly who I am. Didn't take long to realize it was nothing but a scam. You play songs from door to door, waiting for that call, while they all sit back and laugh and watch you take your fall. I learned that the hard way, it's the best way that I know. Then one day it dawned on me, it was way past time to go. For my eyes have seen the glory changes blowing in the wind. I went out to Nashville, man, I won't do that again. You join the dog and pony show and hope that you'll go far. You kiss their ass and sing their songs, they might make you a star. When I got back to Texas, it was a brand new day. Everybody was sick of that Nashville crap and looking for a better way. Texas music was rising and coming into its own. The underground scene was shaking things right down to the bone. For my eyes have seen the glory changes blowing in the wind. I got out of Nashville, man, I won't go back again. Yeah, Toby, Tim, and Kenny, they can have their CMT with all their posing and their posturing, 'cause that just ain't for me. Now I play each night neath the neon lights in a different town every day. I don't seek fame and I don't need wealth, wouldn't have it any other way. Like Houston said in V at Nashville, I'm gonna stand up for what's right, so I can face myself in the morning and I sleep good at night. In my eyes I've seen the glory changes blowing in the wind. I said to hell with Nashville, man, now I'll say that again. Just play the songs right from your heart, 'cause that's your only chance. 'Cause we really don't care what you wear, and we don't want to watch you dance.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Well, here a few years back, I was awarded a scholarship to the Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, SORPA, what they call it. We had a hotel. They rent the Holiday Inn North in Austin, and we had the top 6 floors at least rented for people from all over the world that came to attend this event. It's a 5-day event. On Wednesday night, when you check in at the SWRPA, at the table you sign your forms, and they have like a big bowl with slivers of paper inside folded up. And if you want to participate, you can, and if you don't, you don't. But written on those little slips of paper are a topic to a song. If you pick one out, and you can pick a topic to a song that you are to write between Wednesday night and Sunday at noon at the going away luncheon. Well, I picked me out a piece of paper there, and I opened it up, and it says, "The secret of life is to dare." Well, how am I gonna write a song about that? Pretty tough, huh? I'm not saying anyway, it's turned out to be one of my favorite songs. It's called "The Secret of Life is to Dare." If your life needs direction, it's out of control. You face tribulation, trouble and woe. Hell, we're all only human. So eat humble pie, roll up your sleeves. It's all do or die. The secret of life is to dare. That giant of worry will bring you despair. Hey, God never promised this life would be fair. The secret of life is to dare. Oh, the secret of life is to dare. Don't ever let no dog bite you twice. We all reach a crossroads in our faith time to time. So follow your heart, swallow your tears, reach out and grab that prize you hold dear. The secret of life is to dare. That giant of worry will bring you despair. Hey, God never promised this life would be fair. The secret of life is to dare. Oh, the secret of life is to dare.
don't worry too much about making mistakes. Only you have the power to do what it takes. It's better to try than to not try at all. Don't keep yourself waiting, there's no time to stall. The secret of life is to dare. That old giant of worry will bring you despair. Hey, God never promised this life would be fair. The secret of life is to dare. Oh, the secret of life is to dare. Oh, the secret of life is to dare. Dare yourself. Do what you got to do, folks. Thank you.
Well, I'm getting stoned on my granddaddy's porch. Now that he's long gone, I can't hear his stories anymore. Where he faded away like the tattoos on his skin. I better be changing my ways if I want to see him again. Have mercy, Lord, would you let me in? Have mercy, Lord, I miss my friend. Oh, but I can hear him say every night I'm playing somewhere new. Don't you cry, I'll be looking down on you. Yeah, don't you cry, son, I'll be watching you. And I got the best seat in the house with a bird's eye view. My favorite stage to play on was right there by his chair. And he would say, hey son, think you got a good one there? Well, Lord, you got a good one there. Sometimes, Lord, it don't seem fair. Oh, but I can hear him saying every night I'm playing somewhere new. Don't you cry, I'll be looking down on you. Yeah, don't you cry, son, I'll be watching you. And I got the best seat in the house with a bird's eye view. Yeah, I got the best seat in the house with a bird's eye view.
Thank you. What you got, Mr. Denny?
This is a song called Gone So Long. I wrote several songs. Been a long time since I've been able to get out to Big Bend, and went out to Big Bend for spring break back in 2004. And something about sleeping under the expanse of those great big skies will really give you a lot to think about. Midnight on the border, right along the Rio Grande. Riding hard, I'm bone tired from fighting the blowing sand. Wind is still howling, and I wonder what can it be? Is it a storm blowing in from Mexico, or my past catching up with me? Headed for the desert to work in the quicksilver mines. Long hard days, but real good pay, and I knew it wouldn't take much time to save up what I needed, come back home and buy some land. Settle down, we'd raise a family just like we'd always planned. But then life has a way of turning on you just like it turned on me that night. In a bar interlingual, man was looking for a fight. I paid my tab, I turned to leave when he pulled out a knife. On that fine line between drunk and stupid is where he lost his life. How did it all come down to this? Why did everything go so wrong? I've been trying for so long just to get back home. I've been gone way too long. I've been gone so long. There's no more justice at the end of a rope than on the wrong end of a gun. So I loaded all I could carry, decided I'd make my run. Now I've been riding so long, Lord, I don't know where I am. All I wanted was a simple life, I'm just a simple man. How did it all come down to this? Why did everything go so wrong? I've been trying so long just to get back home. I've been gone way too long. I've been gone so long. I've been gone so long.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love that guitar part on that one.
Yeah, it's funny, that guitar part, that chord right there. And I was playing with Rodney Pyatt one day, and Rodney Pyatt is a phenomenal guitar player. And he asked me, he said, Denny, and I don't remember what he said, is that like a G minor 7th to the 9th power or something? I'm like, sure, if that's what you want to call it.
It sounds good, that's all that
Yeah, it
matters.
sounds good. I don't know what chord it is.
Well, I'd mentioned hanging out in the Big Thicket in my younger years. I'd love to go back there. If you ever get a chance to go to the Big Thicket National Park, go check it out. It's over there north of Beaumont, Texas. But anyway, hanging out on the creek bank, and one night I found myself camped out there. I was on vacation, I think, and I took a week off and spent the whole time on the creek down in the Big Thicket by myself. But one night, I'd been sitting around the campfire and picking and drinking a few, and I remember I woke up. Something happened out there on that creek that night. And I woke up the next morning, and I wrote this song down in about 10 minutes. It's called the Creek Bank Critter Jam. Sitting by the campfire all alone and missing you, pouring out my feelings in some low down moan. From the darkness of the big creek crept a big old timber wolf. Said I've heard you picking and it sure is sounding good. I've been running through this bottomland, traveling all alone, hoping you could use a hand that I can play the phone with. Well, we worked into a rhythm that would start to sound just right, when a 10-foot timber rattler crawled out in the campfire light. Well, I reached to grab my shovel or to cut him down the side. The wolf stepped in and said, "Now friend, we all must compromise." He said the rattler wears his instrument right on his very tail. Joined in with our company, and it really sounded swell. Well, the hoot owl misses nothing in the thicket late at night, and he swooped down on a cypress knee right there within our sight. He said, "I heard you picking many times there by yourself. If you have no objection, sir, I would like to help." Well, he pulled out my harmonica, I dropped along the trail, put it to his mouth, and people, he began to play and replay. Well, before you do it, other critters joined in with our tune. Should have seen the big black bear dancing neath the moon. The diller made a washboard sound by scratching on his shell. The beaver finally came around, tapping rhythm with his tail. Early old Pioneer Woods Rudolph, popping his chops and sounding good. Lord, I'll never forget that Creek Bank Critter Jam down in the woods we played. Yeah, and old Piney Woods Rudolph, popping his chops and sounding good. Lord, I'll never forget that Creek Bank Critter Jam down in the woods we played. Creek Bank Critter Jam, y'all. True story. Thank you.
Well, I think we got time for one more, and you one more. You got one in mind you want to do? I'm gonna wanted to do this one for the owner back there. He says I can't come back if I don't do this one every now and then. Like going down to Crystal Beach, the white trash resort. You find me drinking Keystone Light on a beach house front porch. Well, I ain't no Rastafari man, but I like a good party on the sand every once in a while. Every once in a while, I like a little reggae, a little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey with a little bit of coke. I like the sun beating down on my head. There's a good-looking woman in my bed at the Roach Motel, at the Wine Trash Resort. Well, I take the ferry to Galveston, go up the seawall, 'cause you know I can't afford to go to Panama. So I gone down to the bars on the strand, and I look for some guy with a guitar in his hand. He's playing a little reggae, a little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey with a little bit of coke. I like the sun beating down on my head. There's a good-looking woman in my bed at the Roach Motel, at the Wine Trash Resort. Well, the weekend is over and I gotta head back with an empty bottle and the clothes that I packed. So I jump in a truck and get out on the road, and what do I hear playing on the radio? It's a little bit of reggae, a little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey with a little bit of coke. I like the sun beating down on my head. There's a good-looking woman in my bed at the Roach Motel, at the Wine Trash. Like a little reggae, a little bit of smoke, a whole lot of whiskey with a little bit of coke. I like the sun beating down on my head. There's a good-looking woman in my bed at the Roach Motel, at the Wine Trash Resort. I appreciate it. My one drinking song for you.
This is the first song I ever wrote. Well, the first song I ever wrote that I didn't immediately throw in the trash. I'm standing on the side of the road in the middle of the night. I'm a million miles from nowhere, so apparently I've gone far. There's only two things in this whole world I really need right now. Second is a ride. First is to be hit by a fast-moving car. I'm broke down and lonely. I'm desperate and I'm only shell of a man that I know I should have been. Walked away from the ones I loved back when push came to shove. If I had it all to do again, I'd probably do the same thing. I'm a damn fool standing here in the rain. This freedom of mind brings a heavy price to pay. There were judgment calls and barroom brawls, and somehow I survived it all, only to live another day. it's time that I should get my affairs in order. Clean up all of those incidents across the border. I got me a few loose ends to tie. Wonder on any given day how my life ever got this way. I got no plans to change it, but sure would love to try. I'm broke down and lonely, I'm desperate and I'm only shell of a man that I know I should have been. Walked away from the ones I loved back when push came to shove. If I had it all to do again, I'd probably do the same thing. I'm just a damn fool standing here in the rain. This freedom of mind brings a heavy price to pay. There were judgment calls, barroom brawls, and somehow I survived it all, only to live another day.
Thank y'all.
Y'all give it up for Mr. Denny Colonen. My good buddy, Mr. Charlie Weiler. My name's Ely Buck Davis. We do this Songwriter Roundup here at Wilson Valley Mercantile first and third Thursdays of every month. Second and fourth Thursdays, they have the open mic night. Friday and Saturday night, they have live music, so y'all come check them out. And thank y'all for being here. We're going to get out of here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.